And one thing that's so powerful about fragrances and why I think so many of us are so hooked on this hobby is their ability to provoke a certain image or feeling inside of your head when you smell it or wear it. It can be anything from smelling like you're sitting on the beach sipping a cocktail to being out in the frigid cold temperatures of wintertime and anything else in between. It can be very detailed, very specific, or it could be more broad. It just depends on the memories you've made with the scent and how it's composed. And today I've got 10 masterpiece winter fragrances that really do smell like the season of winter, and I can't live without these. I think all of these are incredible 10 out of 10s in their own way, which we'll talk about as we go on here, and they're definitely worth having when it's super frigid outside. So I will link these down below, and I will also be continuing to post deals on my community tab. If you want to get any rare, hard to find things at the best prices, you want to be watching over there. You can get those deals via email at the link down below. And if you want the chance to win $500 cash every single month, get subscribed and continue checking the posts over there because that's where I do those giveaways. First up, Replica by the Fireplace. So this one here, it's been out for a good while. And actually, if you look at the Fragrantica trends graph, it's continuing to trend up. You know, typically there's going to be ups and downs. It's typically how the progression of anything will go. But overall, it's still trending very much in an upwards direction, which actually surprises me a little bit because in the community, I don't see this being talked about nearly as much as I felt it used to be, but maybe outside of the community, it's continuing to gain traction. Nonetheless, I think that's great. It's a really good scent that more people should know about. I mean, look at the coloration of that stuff. Again, coloration of the juice means nothing. It could be a 4-hour fresh scent and have the same color. It's all for vanity, but it does invoke a very nice emotion to this one. And the description is burning wood and chestnut. As you can probably not see on the front, it is a unisexual scent. Now this does have vanilla, it's got chestnut, amber, some tonka bean, a lot of sweet notes. I mean, this legitimately smells like you are sitting next to a fireplace and roasting marshmallows. It is incredible. Cozy, warm, kind of gourmand leading, very sexy. Perfect for the holidays. This is the great scent to wear, you know, Christmas Eve night or even Christmas night when you're just cuddled up, spending time with your family by a fire, just staying warm around the holiday season. It doesn't get much better than this, and it literally smells like wintertime in the holidays. And we'll hit the rest of these at a faster pace. I believe that By the Fireplace deserved a good introduction, and it got one because I haven't talked about it in forever. But this one I have talked about lately. It's Azara Wanted by Night. Cinnamon, fruity notes, and tobacco. Pretty run-of-the-mill and standard at this point. Everyone at least knows about it, and a lot of you probably have it. Now this one has been getting a little bit scarce, not only on discounters, but even retailers. 100 ml bottles are sold out at most retailers. Sometimes all bottle sizes are sold out at retailers. Discounters, it's in stock and out of stock often. So if this ever does come in stock on discounters, you can get it for around, $50, $55, which is where it's usually at. You should jump on it. And every time it does come in stock, I post about it so you don't miss out. I think it's great. Easily the best flanker, if not one of the best. It's tied right there with Wanted by, or the Most Wanted Parfum for me. All of them are great though, the flankers that is, except for Tonic, I suppose, but all the sweet ones are really, really good. And this, to me, smells like wintertime. Also smells like the holidays. There's something about that cinnamon, tobacco spiciness with a little bit of a fruitiness that just gives it a nice, uplifting, but yet cozy and holiday feel. It smells great in the wintertime and has great performance. Let's keep it rolling with 1 Million Lucky up next. This one's very unique in that it has notes of hazelnut, honey, ozonic notes, tonka bean, and I think there's one or two other interesting ones that I might be missing out on. But the reason why I say those notes are weird is because it's not more so the notes themselves, but it's the combination. Ozonic notes, honey, and then you have some other notes like hazelnut balanced with another fresh note. It's just kind of bizarre, but it works really well. Now, the rumor is that this one is officially discontinued. It's still available everywhere on discounters, and until it's not, I'll continue to feature it when it fits. And I think this is great for the fall and especially winter time. Great performance, also goes in that gourmand direction, which for me, winter is the best time for gourmands, especially because winter usually is mixed with the holidays, and usually that is mixed with desserts and treats and coffees and everything else. So I think it really is well suited for that season. Up next, we actually have a newer release, if I can get it turned around. It's L'Homme Eau de Parfum by Yves Saint Laurent, which is just amazing. The original L'Homme has a special place in my heart of just being one of the most gentlemanly scents that there is. And this one is a really nice flanker that's definitely long overdue. It's got bitter orange, cognac, and oak. So believe it or not, it still has a little bit of that L'Homme DNA in here, that fresh, gentlemanly smell, but with a slight bit of a booziness and an oak woody smell. It's going to be definitely more so for the nighttime, whereas the original L'Homme, more daytime and work friendly. This could still work for work, right? It could work in the daytime, doesn't matter, but given that it has more sweetness, more depth, and a hint of a booziness, smells great for evenings, especially in the wintertime, around the holidays. This is a really nice one that's going to be maybe a little bit more versatile than some of the others in this video. This one needs no introduction and also no explanation. It's Parfums de Marly Layton. Great for fall. Talk about this one a lot in the fall, but even in wintertime, when it's even colder and the holidays are upon us, I still smell this and I go, you know what? I'm feeling Layton today. It's so fitting. It's got apple, cinnamon, vanilla, tonka bean, right? You guys know it. And it's just so nice. Such a great investment. There are amazing clones out there, which I do also recommend. Detour Noir, if you can find it. Lalique White and Black. Even Tommy Hilfiger Impact Intense to some extent. Definitely smells similar to this. So if you're on a budget, you cannot go wrong with those at all. But if you're not on a budget, or maybe you want to treat yourself to a nice gift for the holiday season, and you want to jump into maybe your first niche or get another niche, and you don't have this yet, this is a great place to start. Nice place to park your money, and you'll get a lot of use out of it in the cold weather. This one's also impressively good, given that it's from PACO Rabanne, which is our second PACO Rabanne fragrance in this video. Pure Excess Night. The brand gets a lot of kind of sour looks and negative feedback, primarily due to the overpopularity of Invictus and its counterparts, and for that matter, even like the original 1 Million and things like that. The Invictus flankers have gotten better as time has gone on. Invictus Victory is fantastic, and same with 1 Million, 1 Million Privé, Lucky, like we just talked about, and even the new Parfum. They're all really, really good. Now, this one here from Pure Excess, or Pure Excess Night, is also fantastic. It's got sugar and myrrh and ginseng, ginger. It's very spicy, very sweet, creamy, silky smooth. It smells amazing, especially when it's really cold outside. This one has kind of a piercing spiciness off the top to really cut through the cold weather. Now, for the winter time, I have to have a spice bomb. I have to. I mean, this is the time, especially, I mean, fall as well, but especially when we get into winter, when it's super cold outside and it's just, you walk outside and it's just miserable. You need a scent that's going to cut through the air, and really all of the main spice bombs will do that for you. I guess not all. I'm talking about 3 of them. The Night Visions could, but they're not as spicy. Spice Bomb Fresh, similar deal. That's more spring and summer. So you could either go with the original, you could go with Extreme, or you could go with Infrared. So just for the sake of this video, I'm putting in Infrared. Spice Bomb Extreme made my top 10 winter list. The original Spice Bomb, to this day, in my opinion, is still a good buy. I would still recommend that. But Infrared, being that it's kind of the newest, it's still going to be the hot one on the block, so to speak, and also for what it's worth, is amazing. It has this red fruits accord with the tobacco, with the cinnamon, very similar to the original EDT, but the red fruits kind of give it a different type of sweetness, and it makes it stand out among all of the others. Great performance, cuts through the cold air great, and again, just has this holiday wintertime feel about it. Going all the way back to 1999, 23 years ago. That's when Givenchy Pie was released by Alberto Morillas, and it is all about vanilla and benzoin and tonka bean. What a surprise, right? There's even a little bit of like a ambroxany feel in this one to me as well, the sparkle, you know, kind of how like Mercedes-Benz Club Black, very vanilla heavy, has that ambroxan. Kind of a similar deal here with this one. Whether it's actually listed or not, I don't know, but I kind of pick up on that. But this is kind of what really standardized the vanilla scents in men 23 years ago. Now it's common. You see it all the time. Sweet fragrances for men, and they're getting sweeter and sweeter. But 23 years ago when this was released, it wasn't nearly as common, right? When you look at all the other stuff that they were putting out, ton of aromatic fougères, starting to really get into the aquatics and that stuff like that. Blue fragrances weren't a thing yet, but we're coming close to that. But this was just something that really stood out at the time, you know, and it still does. So if you like vanilla, you want a nice creamy vanilla with a dusty, powdery benzoin, this is a great one to have. To this day, still a perfect buy for about $50 on discounters, and it works great in the wintertime. Now, this next one I believe is also officially discontinued, but same deal. It's all over on discounters right now. This is Gucci Intense Oud. It has incense, oud, and olibanum in here. So this, to me, if I had to compare it to one thing, would be somewhat similar to Nasomatto Black Afghano. And I say somewhat, you know, definitely not a clone, but the oud and kind of the sweetness puts it in that similar ballpark. Now, Black Afghano, it's a 30 mil extrait de parfum. It is a beast mode scent by every stretch of the term, okay? Very strong, but with that strength also comes a scent that's gonna be generally more challenging. The Gucci is much easier to pull off and a lot more versatile and still very strong. Not quite as strong as the Nasomatto. I don't think it's a competition because this isn't a clone of that, but definitely more than enough performance for 99% of you guys. So if you want something different, if you are among the crowd that gets tired about the same old thing all the time and you don't have this yet, I don't know what you're doing, and you should probably get it before it completely is gone forever. These are climbing in price a little. I just recently posted a deal where you could get testers with cap for 10 or 15 bucks off of the normal price. That's why you need to be watching over there, but you could still get it, and it's worth the money if you want something different for winter. And we'll end this one with a fragrance that has really grown on me substantially. I got this one in a good while ago. Didn't really pay that much attention to it, but more so recently I've been hooked on it. It's FERRAGAMO UOMO. Now this one has like tiramisu, sweet notes literally, and tonka bean. Again, I feel like I've said that a million times in this video, right? But this is very gourmand, very kind of coffee and chocolatey dessert inspired. And so, I mean, this is just purely delicious. If you like gourmands and you want something that's going to smell like the dessert that you're going to be eating on Christmas morning at Christmas breakfast and dinner, you got to go for this. Beautiful. Has this kind of chestnutty smell up in the air as well. Almost a creme brulee smell, tiramisu as well. And it's just, it's so, so nice. Gourmand to the extreme. It's addicting, it's mouth-watering, it's sweet, it's sexy. Very, very sweet. Not going to be your typical masculine scent. It's not masculine. But, you know, for what it's worth for the holiday season, this stuff is hard to beat. And it's usually around $50, $55 on discounters for 100 mil. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it for me. 10 masterpiece, 10 out of 10 fragrances for winter that smell like wintertime that I just can't be without. There could have been more in this video. As per usual, I've got a lot to choose from and I can only narrow it down to so many. But as I was putting this together right now and looking ahead onto what I want to wear more in the winter, these are the ones that I'm really excited about. Links will be down below. Deals will be on the community tab. Giveaways over there as well. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.